Today we are going to see how we can set up Elasticsearch and Kibana locally using our Docker containers. So for that, actually I have Docker is running on my computer. So using the Docker compose file and running the one or two commands, I am just setting the Elasticsearch in my local environment. So before that, let me go to the draw.io and explain you how we can set up that. So here we have local environment. So here if I go here, you can see that I have Elasticsearch and here I have Kibana. So Elasticsearch is responsible for collecting the logs using FileBeat or Elastic Agent. And now what we are going to see, we are going to connect Elasticsearch to Kibana and we are implementing this complete setup not only cloud on our local machine. So this complete setup we are going to see in our local environment. So if you running the Docker locally for the Elastic and Kibana, it will taking lots of time because you need to install lots of things and set up the lots of things in the Elastic side and Kibana side as well, and connection part is very critical. So I am going to share with you an easy and most scalable way so you can implement that. So before that we need to have Docker compose in place in our system. So you can just Docker compose and -help means you can just install the Docker first and set up the Docker compose. In the Docker compose, just create one folder. In one folder, create one file which is called docker compose.yaml, or you can give any name that you want. Inside that file, I am just explaining the one by one steps what file I created. So I created here one network which is called Elastic, and the external connection to this network is false, means this network is not connected to the internet. This is my local network present on my local machine. Now I am creating the services in the Docker compose. One service which is called Elasticsearch. So here I am putting the image, Docker image with the version of the Docker, then container name, what the container name should be. You can give as per your naming convention. I am just putting here the port, which port I want to export outside the Docker container. Then the network, this Elasticsearch will present in my Elastic network. So in that way we can connect these two things. And now my Kibana. In the Kibana, I am just using the Docker official Kibana image with the version. You can change the version based on your currently available or the latest one. Then we have the Docker container name. So I am giving here the Kibana. Then I am exporting the port, like this is the default port of Kibana, and I am just connecting the inside Docker port to my external Docker port, and then network should be present in my Elastic. So this is the network that I am going to create, Elastic, and everything is present in my Elastic network. Now I want to run few commands, but this command you can't go there directly and run the commands. You need to get step by step approach how we can do that. So first of all, I have nothing to run. If I say docker.ps, you can see here no containers are running. So now I am going to start my Docker compose. So how we can use how we can do that? You just have to use docker compose up command and -d. -d is only used for detach mode. So I am just using the -d. If I hit enter, then it will start starting the container. You can see that network is created, container started, and container Kibana is also started. So sometimes it takes lots of time because we need to download the image from the Docker official, like the Elasticsearch image and Kibana image. In my case, I already download the images, so no need to download that, so it uses my local images. But in your case it takes some data like 600 MB or something for that, and you can download the image and easily can use in our local environment. So my Docker Compose is up. Now I have to run some commands. So before that, let me see is my containers are running or not. So we can use docker.ps. So here you can see here I have two containers which are running right now, Elasticsearch and Kibana, which is have like something like the all the names and all the things, container ID and all. So let me use first command. So this command we use for reset the password for the Elastic user, because to access the Kibana, to access the Elasticsearch inside the Kibana, we need some user. So at that time Elastic is the default user, so I'm just resetting the Elastic user password. So if I hit enter, it will take some time. This is giving me the warning. It will say, man, would you like, can I please confirm that you would like to continue. So I am just saying yes here, hitting the enter, and you can see it is automatically reset my password. So this is the local environment, so you can use their default system password as well, no need to like rename it. But you, if you want to rename, you can you can do that using the Kibana. So right now my password is successfully reset, and new password, I got the new password for the Elastic user. Now let me run the second command. So second is required for the creating the enrollment token for the Kibana. So here I just need to change, I am changing the container ID and I am putting here the Elastic container ID, not a Kibana container ID, Elastic container ID for the both the commands. So if I hit enter, then it will generate some token and give it to me. It will take some time, not much. You can see here my token is generated successfully. Now third thing is that Docker logs. So before that Docker log part, I need to use the browser and go to the Kibana URL. So here I just use localhost, and what the port we are mentioning here, 5601. So localhost 5601. Now my Kibana, my local Kibana my local Kibana setup is successfully. It is showing me that please enter the enrollment token. So we need to put this enrollment token here, which we generated in the Elasticsearch container. So here I am just pasting here and configure the Elastic. Click on the configure Elastic. It is saying that verify the OTP. So verify the verification code is required. So for getting the verification code, we need to run third command. So third command is like docker logs space and Kibana container ID. So I am using here the Kibana container ID because OTP is present on that Kibana container ID. You can see that verification code is this one. So I am just copying this code, go to my browser, pasting this and verify. So it will verify, verification started. So it's saving my setting and starting the Elasticsearch and completing the setup. So it will take some time, not much. Oh, it's loading, not much for that. It's because it's a local environment and my CPU is like, but before that, make sure that you have some CPU powers. At least you have 4 GB RAM and some CPU. i3 is okay enough for running this thing. So with the help of this line we are doing that. Let's see, it's completing right now. Before that, let me see, we can clear this screen now and we can see docker ps. So here I am, two containers are running. Okay, everyone is running on a good pace. So it's completing right now. It will take some time because it's like setting up the default things, setting up the indices and all, and connecting my Elasticsearch to Kibana. So if I want to integrate any logs to Elasticsearch, I can use the FileBit or the Elastic agent. Now setup completed successfully. It is saying me that please enter the username. So here we can say username is Elastic and my password, but my password is gone because of I cleared the terminal. So let me regenerate password again. So for regenerating it, I am using the same command, this one, with my Elastic container ID. So here I am just putting my Elastic container ID. So this one is like, let's copy pasting here and putting, hit the enter. Now it will reset my password again and give me the new password. So yes, I would like to continue. Yes, it's reset my password and give me the new password. So if I go to browser and put here the login and hit the login page, then this will allow me to enter. If you forget the password, no need to like take attention around that. You can easily generate the new one using that command. I will put that all the Docker components, this file and all this command in my description below, video description below, so you can get there and run on your environment. It will easy, very easy and very effective way. So it is saying that would you like to add the integration right now? I am saying explore in my way. So right now it's just Elasticsearch which contain no integration, nothing. All the indices, nothing in Discover as well. But based on your use case, you can add the users and add the integration, add the fleet server, and many other things. You can explore more in the Elastic. So this is the testing environment. So you can, if you want to learn Elastic also this setup is very required for you, because in here you can try and test as many things as you can. So there is no restrictions here because this is local environment, and if you do like Docker compose down, so now everything is set up and everything based on your exploration or based on your experience you can explore here. Now if you want to like clean this up or clean this setup, so what you need to do is like you just need to Docker compose and down, use down method. So this will down my everything, like stopping my containers and removing my containers, removing my elastic networks and all the things. So no need to take care on that. It's just a one line command. Before that, make sure you have Docker installed. So you can see that removed, my container is also removed and my network is also removed. So that's the, with this way you can easily remove that. So make sure when you are using the Docker compose command, you in that working directory you should have that docker compose.yaml file. So make sure that, and in that way you can easily implement the or easily set up the Elasticsearch on your local environment. So that's pretty much from my side. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Thank you so much.